guys, let's talk about oil pulling. So oil pulling is the act of actually putting oil, I'll explain more in just a minute, in your mouth and swishing it around to help extract and kind of pull out some of the toxins. You may have heard this before, but our mouths are actually one of the dirtiest, so to speak, parts of our body because we have lots of bacteria that lives in our mouth, and also we have lots of toxins that build up in our mouth. Now, if you have not watched the video on tongue scraping, you definitely need to watch that because that is something that I like to do before and even sometimes after I do my oil pulling. But let's talk about oil pulling. Now, this actually dates back, thousands of years. This is not like a new technique. This is something, if you look it up, that's been around for a really long time. The two oils that are most commonly used are coconut oil and sesame seed oil. Now, I prefer coconut oil because swishing sesame seed oil in my mouth does not sound super tasty. So what I like to do is I like to just keep my coconut oil. Now, this is not a fractionated coconut oil. This is like the coconut oil that you cook with, okay? That solidifies at room temperature. So you can see, here, that's what it looks like. I keep that right in my bathroom. Just scoop it out into a glass jar. You'll want to start with only about a teaspoon and work your way up to a tablespoon. So what you'll do is you'll get a little bit of, just eyeball, doesn't have to be exact, a little bit of the coconut oil, put it on your spoon, and then I like to flavor it with essential oils. Now, you're not only gonna get the benefit of the taste, it's gonna taste great, but you're also going to get the detoxifying benefits of the essential oils. Now, my two favorite essential oils to use for oil pulling are a combination of spearmint and cinnamon. Guys, taste amazing. So 1 drop of each is all you need. And so I'll just open my bottles and put 1 drop of each right onto the spoon and then put it in my mouth. Now, once you put that into your mouth, first of all, I have found that the best place to do this is in the shower because usually nobody's trying to talk to you when you're in the shower. If you do it at a time in the morning, let's say, when maybe you're getting your kids ready for school and they're trying to talk to you, then it's going to be kind of frustrating for you and them. So just a tip, do this when you're not expecting someone to be asking you questions. So I just put that right in my mouth, and then you literally just swish it around just like you would swish water or anything else in your mouth. And the idea is that you're pulling this oil back and forth kind of between your teeth and just swishing it all around, and it actually helps to pull those toxins and bacteria and things like that we don't want out into the oil. The oil helps to kind of get those extracted and pulled into the oil, and then we spit it out. So your goal is to work up to about 20 minutes. Now, that might not seem like a lot. I promise you'll only be able to do it for probably 5 to 10 minutes the first time or the first few times, because what happens is as you're swishing, you're kind of collecting more saliva in your mouth because you don't want to swallow any of this. Remember, this is kind of building up toxins and bacteria, and we want to spit it out and get rid of it. So we don't want to swallow any of this. So saliva is building in your mouth, and suddenly you feel like your mouth is really full and you can't continue to swish. So this just takes practice. Start with 5, maybe 10 minutes, work your way up to 20 minutes and up to a tablespoon of the coconut oil if you can. This is a great thing to do every day. You can do it every day. I like to do it in the morning, kind of as part of my morning routine. And I'm not great about doing it all throughout the year, but I especially do it during cleanse weeks because it's just another added layer to help my body out with cleansing the cells and getting rid of all of the chemicals and toxins that weigh us down, that make us have no energy, be tired, have brain fog, have stomach issues. It helps our body get rid of all those things. Other oils, just last thing I want to mention is A couple of other essential oils that you might want to use in this: On Guard is a great one. That's the protective blend. That's a great one to use. Just 1 drop's all you need. Or peppermint is another kind of common one that we like to use in the oil pulling. So try this out and brush your teeth afterwards, but make sure that you spit this out in the trash, not down your sink. I don't want anybody clogging their pipes, so just down in the trash. Okay, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.